What's going on, sports card hobby family? Another day, another video. We are back again, another sports card video.
We have already had conflicting people call up. We put down $150 book value on this set, but we had people telling us since it is one of the shiny hollow foil-like sets that it's $450.
If you want daily sports card collectible style videos, guys, hit that subscribe button down below. We will keep the content a-flowing. A couple of housekeeping notes. If you missed it last night, we had Off-Centered, Neo Cards and Comics, and Flippin' Steve joined me for our bi-weekly show. Had a great time, so definitely check that one out. And then DPZ Dennis, who does his collector series, has a solo show that will come out on Saturday morning. So looking forward to that. He's throwing out some hot takes, so watch yourself. Don't get burned by the molten lava. Before I get started, huge shout out to today's video sponsor, COMC.com, your home for buying, selling, and flipping all the hottest trading cards. Their consignment marketplace now home to over 32 million cards from baseball's biggest stars like Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, and Mookie Betts to Marvel favorites like Spider-Man, Thor, and Captain America. COMC has something for every type of collector, so make sure to visit my link down below to build out your collection with your favorite cards, COMC.com. All right, I've made a few videos on unauthenticated sports card autograph cards. This subject especially just really gets me fired up, man, because there is so much garbage out there that is for sale. And I told you previously on IG, I'm in a Drew Brees collectors chat where there's a bunch of Drew Brees collectors, and every single week, they will send a different card that is a Drew Brees autograph, although this person did something that was interesting. So I'll put a picture up. Frank, the picture. And so it's a Drew Brees card that looks to be, it's autographed, but the title does not say autograph. It just says Drew Brees Prism card. Prism card. For $39.99 or best offer. But they were kind of interesting. They kind of like snuck that through to where it's like, we're not calling it an autograph card, even though we are definitely trying to show an autograph card here doesn't look like any other Brees auto I've ever seen. And so I'll probably keep touching on this because this is one of the ultimate buyer beware deals here in the hobby. And I know that a lot of people won't agree with me, and a lot of people think that there is a science to this and you can be really excellent at, figuring out what autograph is real and what's not real. I can assure you that there are some excellent people out there that are doing these autographs. This one is not one of them, the one that I have pictured, but there is all sorts of different cases that the FBI has looked over to where there has been these coordinated efforts, by a variety of different people, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars of sports memorabilia, cards, and so forth that were fraudulently signed. So this is a big issue. I've seen different reports that 50% of the autos that are out there in the market are not real, the unauthenticated ones. And hell, even some of the unauthenticated ones, we've talked about it too. I mean, it is extremely difficult for a PSA or a Beckett to get all of these right. It's just not possible, in my opinion, for them to get all of it right. There's just no way.
Be the judge.
I mean, if you look at some of the big frauds that we've seen recently, it's people that are trying to get stuff by the authenticators, because if they can get it by PSA, if they can get it by Beckett, if they can get it by these authenticating companies, BBCE for the Pokemon boxes, if they can just sneak that by, then they're all good, or they think that they're all good. Most of the time, they probably are all good. It's like, man, if we can just get this authenticated, if it passes authentication, then it's a thumbs up. For sealed product, it's even a little bit more scary because that is not meant to be opened. So there's a lot of people that are just like, oh man, if this never gets opened, or if it gets opened in 10, 15, 20 years when we're long gone, then we're all good. And like I said previously, I think that the authenticators do an excellent job. I do think that there is expertise in the market with a PSA, with a Beckett that does this authentication, and other authentication companies that are using picture matching and that sort of thing. It's not to say that it's all bad. It's just that here's an example right here, just right in front of our face, of an obvious bogus card that's been signed that somebody is trying to pass off for the very low price of $39.99. I guess I also don't understand, if you know that it's fake or it's probably fake, the whole point of keeping it in the first place, unless you're using it as kind of a case study, as something that you can refer back to, like, see, here's a fake one. Maybe you're trying to compare it to real ones or whatever. If it's some sort of, reference guide for you, then I guess. But I just don't understand why you would keep it or not destroy it. I mean, I know, and people, oh my God, destroying cards. I can't believe you just said destroy cardboard. I can't believe it. Look, if somebody has attempted to sign an autograph on it and you know that it's most likely bogus, what else is there supposed to? I guess you can keep it in your PC and eventually it gets out into the ecosystem at some point, and then what? And then I guess maybe it goes to an authenticator and they say no, we send it to another authenticator. It's just shit that's in our ecosystem. But I know something that I might consider just common sense is unpopular with a lot of people in the hobby, and that's perfectly okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but it's the biggest buyer beware in the hobby. Everyone talks about scams and this sort of thing. You've got to be really, really, really careful. And it's not even to say the person selling the autograph card is the one that signed it. It could have been passed through 10 different sellers and finally arrived here to where you're looking at it. And that's the problem with this stuff, is it just keeps on getting filtered around. It keeps on getting moved around. It's the same sort of issue that you have with fake cards, or cards that are in fake slabs. Once the scammer can get it passed through a couple of sellers, then they can't trace it back really. It's like, okay, yeah, I bought it at the show and then I got it on eBay. It's too late. These people are gone. They're long gone, and doing it again, I suppose. Anyway, that's my rant today, friends. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and be extremely careful when buying unauthenticated autographs on the internet. Talk to you later.